Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get there. Fill out an application today to become part of the most advanced technology group.
You're in the Vanguard, right?
Packaged food? Because you have everything.
Ryujin is hiring.
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you? You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know. And hopefully I have some answers. Between you and me, I think Imogene is about done with the whole process. You won't believe the people we've been getting. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. It's technically her job. And Imogene is furious. Imogene Salzo is my idol. She's ruthless, but still knows how to behave around everyday people, if you know what I mean. She's probably next in line to take over for Ularu Chen, head of operations here, which would be a godsend considering Chen has no filter and loves to speak her mind. No one loves brutal honesty that much. Oh wow, you're serious? Well, Ryujin is the tech industry leader in the settled systems, mostly known for neuroamps, which exploded on the scene about 15 years ago. Other than that, our products include operating systems, security, various quality of life improvements for the home. We're like a full package. If you really want more info, I'd recommend reading up at one of the kiosks. They've got this company's entire history listed. At least the history they want you to know. Good. Best not keep Imogene waiting too long. And the offer still stands if you need someone to show you the way. Great. Well, good luck then. I'm sure I'll see you on your way out.
Gala,
I suspect that if I were confined to life in an office like this, someone would end up being stabbed.
Great. A full spacesuit. Corporate environments aren't that toxic. Have a seat. Just
Make sure
wait.
they understand that in the end, they need you more than you need them.
All right. Just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently our algorithm felt you were a decent match. So let's get this started. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries? An excellent question, but enthusiasm can only take you so far. We don't operate on passion alone here, we look for skill. Which brings me to my next question. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this? Something tells me you aren't joking. and I like to think I'm a pretty good judge of character. Natural leadership is a hard quality to find, so be sure to use it to your advantage. How motivated are you to succeed? All in, huh? At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in? If those leadership skills of yours kick in, I have no doubt you will. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away. Today, coffee. Tomorrow, the world. Yuko is our senior technician specialist. I suppose you can say she's my equivalent. I oversee the field operatives such as yourself, while she oversees the technicians here in the office. Yuko's team is vital. They're the ones that get the data, monitor surveillance, all that less glamorous work that we base your assignments on. Hurry back.
I better do this right. Don't want you breathing down my neck.
Pop on the antenna, raise the neck, and satisfied.
We have everything you need for all your experiences with afterlife. You are in the galaxy. Terra Brew.
Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. What can I get you? Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers is my favorite. Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that promotion?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit that got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ryujin just to get replaced by this nobody? You don't even know your own boss's boss? Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me. If she smells blood in the water, you're dead. Like, who knows? I looked at someone wrong, the coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me out of the building, like some criminal. Yeah, I bet you are. No one's ever sorry in this business. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me.
I believe you have grossly misunderstood the situation. If you put the gun down, perhaps we can come to an understanding.
You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know where this is headed. You act like you're better than me. You're not. Do I look like I care about what you want? I don't care what you say. Nothing Ryujin does is fair and square. Looks like I'll be doing Ryujin one last favor after all!
Anywhere in the galaxy. Terra Brew. Enjoy a cup. Right now.
Well, that just made my day more interesting. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'd get fired if I didn't call security to get this body out of here. So I'd head back to Ryujin ASAP and let Miss Salzo know if I were you. His name was Tomo Higashi. He'd been working pretty hard to move up at Ryujin for about a year now. It probably wasn't gonna happen anytime soon for him. There's a lot of competition and he'd already been well, Ryujin, really. For a tech company, they're pretty good at cleaning up messes. Just be sure to let her know. Keeping it secret is probably the worst thing you could do. I grew up on Eb's side, so stuff like this is pretty common. Although it doesn't make it any easier to witness. Believe me. You better get back before that...
In the galaxy. Terra Brew. Enjoy a cup. By the Emporium. Sophistication and space.
The only place on the
Need something?
I'm a little busy right now.
I hope I can wrap up this next assignment quick. I hate being stuck in the office.
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup? Good answer, and the one I was hoping for since we learned of the incident before your return. Your handling of the Tomo situation has caught some attention, and we'd like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations, you've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right?
None of this was ideal, but at least something can be salvaged from the situation.
Let me explain. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far? In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome. This may be through a conversation or presenting some new information. It's all very situational, as you'll soon see. Well, it depends on the job, really. If someone can't be persuaded with words, perhaps a more forceful approach is necessary. You're basically removing obstacles from the equation. Like any good corporation, we consider what we do here to be a trade secret. If others knew and could mimic our actions, it would take away our edge. Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.
You are a welcome diversion.
Well, don't just stand there.
What do you need?
Tomo's appearance was an interesting coincidence. I can see how it may have looked like a test of some sort. But sadly, no. We had nothing to do with that, besides initially firing him. Tomo Higashi was a technician here for years. He desperately wanted to be an operative. The truth is, he was getting overzealous in proving himself. He started writing up his own theories as facts and submitting them in his reports. It was only a matter of time before one of those theories proved wrong, and once we launched an investigation, it was all over for him. My job is to oversee the field operatives such as yourself. I get the sad job of sorting through the files that our technicians have put together so I can prioritize them according to departmental needs. Finally, I assign them to the operative most suited.
I've got my eye on you.
Don't cause any trouble.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is. For the past 5 years, Tranquility is a recent acquisition and we've only just begun to develop the brand. You may have seen how several vendors carry the product now. Terra Brew would be a substantial purchase, but we fully intend to develop the Tranquility brand. Current projections are set to surpass Terra Brew within the next 5 years. Tea-talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up. Which, from the sound of it, might be often. Good. Then it appears we have nothing left to discuss. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive. Do you not have work to do? Perhaps I need to speak with Imogene.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, Head of Marketing and Public Relations. It isn't easy. Might as well toss in brand manager and community specialist while you're at it. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be? Yeah, that's what they all say. Just know that one screw-up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated. Remember, be careful out there, for everyone's sake.
Coffee, finally. Well, let's have a look at you. That depends on your actions going forward. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles. So steer clear of law enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse. For one, our connections with Bayou automatically grant us a slight connection with the Rangers. He has some amount of influence with his seat on the Council of Governors. But our strongest connection is local, with Ranger Price. Yes, you have quite the history with the Freestar Rangers yourself, which is why I hope you won't be an issue. Administrator Bayou runs Neon and is on the Freestar Collective's Council of Governors. We have a long-standing symbiotic relationship due to the contributions that Ryujin Tower brings to Neon. Let's hope your best is good enough. Shouldn't you have an assignment to get to?
So, fetching coffee one minute, and junior operative the next. Gamden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much, but as part of the same department, hopefully I'll be seeing you around. I have the glorious job of keeping all the departments supplied with exactly what they need. Anything from rare materials for R&D to slates and design software for marketing. You could say I'm the one aspect of operations that keeps this department legit. Yeah, it's always nice to put names to faces. And we rarely see most of the operatives around here. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions. Please do.
It's easy to get wrapped up in the bad if that's all you see. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
Imogen and Yuko run a tight ship around here.
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job. That doesn't surprise me. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We've reason to believe that our friends at Kelt Corp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now. My words exactly. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers. Think of it as a lesson that Kelt Corp gets to learn the hard way. That's up for you to determine. Think of it as the creative aspect of your job. There's always more than one way to get a job done around here. Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at Kelt Corp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck. A few words of wisdom: don't get caught. In our industry, the term legal is a bit ambiguous. All's fair as long as you don't get caught. A lesson that Kelt Corp is about to learn the hard way. Ryujin Operations Department is tasked with securing the success of the business. Besides the operatives who report to me, Yuko oversees our technicians who monitor the competition. And then there's Camden, who has the mundane task of overseeing our supply chains. Yuko. Yuko is the imperator of information. On the good side, she can get intel on just about anything you need. The bad side is that we fellow employees aren't always immune, and Yuko loves her gossip. At least she knows when to keep her mouth shut. A family man, good work ethic. Never worked over life. He keeps this place running with all the latest and greatest tech, so there's not much to complain about. We have several methods we use for this, from technology to actual people. Some of our resources are contracted out, and others are right here in our department. Good. Anything else? I look forward to your results.
Hamza kept pestering me about his damned missing slave. Like security's got time to track something like that down.
If you're here to buy, I'm afraid we only sell direct to retailers. Again! Look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression. Oh. I'm afraid I've stepped right into it again. Damn. You aren't here about Mr. Okaribo's debt to Kelcor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for my outburst. I'm not sure. I think he's afraid that I won't be here, and you'll have to deal with me father. Someone who has a lot less patience than I do. Just a few weeks ago, he paid some poor fella to come up here and request a bit more time to pay back his debt. So I snapped at you like that. I thought he'd done it again. That's kind of you. This mess with Mr. Okadibo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game. It's a shop over in Akuchi Market. You know, the plaza next to Ryujin Tower? They sell all sorts of mining supplies and raw materials. It's a fine little shop, well stocked and immaculate. Mr. Okadibo is the owner. He's a lovely, lovely man, but his aspirations are one grav jump longer than his business instincts. If only you knew. Mr. Okadibo owes a substantial debt to Keldcor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall. For now, but let's not mistake my position for what it really is. A test set out by my father. He's set to retire in a few years, and I'm his only next of kin. But I'm guessing he's not sure if I'm ready to take over the company. So he shuttles me out here for two reasons. One, to flash a friendly face for our clients he flies out here as a perk. And two, gets his firebrand of a daughter as far away from him as possible. He's a real piece of work. Because my father has a ridiculous sense of humor, and I can't stand the name Clover. I mean, seriously, Clover? Our family's Irish, for God's sake. I don't think he could have possibly been more on the nose with that name. Ha ha, very funny, Dad. Niall? Oh, he's the CEO of Keldcor. The whole blessed thing. If you asked him, he'd claim he started the company with next to nothing and built it into a megacorp in under 30 years. Truth is, he tends to forget the multi-million credit trust he tapped into as a crutch. But that's my father for you. We're a tech company that primarily specializes in mining operations. We handle everything from individual standalone units to fully engineered outpost systems. Basically, if it's made of rock, our gear chews it. Might not be as glamorous as some of the other corps in this building, but it pays the bills. You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you. Just because I work for a megacorp doesn't mean I don't have a heart. Saburo, Mr. Okadibo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you? That is a rather personal question, and I would prefer we kept things professional, if you don't mind. Oh, that'd be splendid. Just amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise. When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system. But it's clearly backfired. A poor man. Tough city. You watch yourself out there.
Quit staring.
What do you want to do for the break later?
I don't know, but I gotta get out of here.
Sorry, I'm busy at the moment.
Are you gonna let me work, or are you gonna keep bothering me? More like one of those months. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to Terrabrew right now.
If there is something I appreciate having your ear. never had the patience for computer systems.
Neon Security, you're under... Smart move. Now come along with us.
I appreciate having your ear.
We can pick up an extra for Chloe if she asks.
Please try not to alert anyone to what you're doing.
If you'll excuse me, I have a... Yes? What?
Isn't bad, but you're going to need more supporting evidence. Imogen's a stickler for details.
Well, look who survived their first assignment. How'd it go? Anything to report?
I know what you mean, but...
Not a single setback. Huh. I knew you were going to be perfect for this job. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews. You get my drift. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand. Exactly. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing. One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company. We want a clean and careful job. Obviously, we don't want any bad press at this point, or we could lose the deal. I don't want to hear any news about bounties or bodies coming out of Aquila City. The inspection will be similar to an audit. These things are usually pretty thorough. Filing cabinets, desks. I trust you can be smart about it. Good. This one should be easy to pull off. Laredo has their own building, unlike KeltCorp, so at least there's only a single layer of security to deal with. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going. Try not to make a mess while you're gone. Well, it's not high on my list of travel destinations. Aquila City is the capital of the Freestar Collective, though you'd never guess by looking at it. It's dusty, dull, and a bit bigger on abiding by the rules since it houses the Freestar Rangers. Laredo is run by Raisha Lance, Don't be surprised if you see her running the storefront, or let her appearance fool you. She's a shrewd businesswoman, but an even more talented engineer, responsible for most of their better designs. Laredo is probably our biggest competition when it comes to weapon production, which is why this assignment is important. Caution is key.
I warn people that talk.
Quite a long history to this place. It is a testament to humans' refusal to concede defeat in the face of adversity.
In a city, always helping.
Want to steer clear of the stretch? Lots of crime over there.
So we
Every gun gets a full Laredo guarantee.
Why don't we just...
Indeed. As a matter of fact, they're made in this very building. You're standing in the storefront of the Laredo Firearms Factory. I designed and manufactured every firearm for sale here. As such, I can offer you my personal assurance they're of the highest quality. When a CEO distances herself from the customers, her decision-making suffers. Here I get to see what matters, what sells, what doesn't, and why. It's invaluable. Plus, it's better than the endless meetings. Let's get you set up. I need someplace to put the prototypes through their paces. It stays.
But you know Stretch Trash will come back and loiter. Or worse.
Let them. A few beer bottles and graffiti is the least we owe them.
You meet all sorts in Aquila City.
Just do your business and move along. Then we'll be all friendly like.
Hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
There's not enough to do around here.
Taking a break? I got the memo from Imogene to add you to the system. So it sounds like congratulations are in order. You must have really nailed that interview. Oh yes, get used to seeing this handsome face every day. Anyway, just wanted to welcome you to the dysfunctional family. Something you need? Oh, little old me? Well, I hardly know where to begin. Club circuit when I'm feeling social, people watching when I'm not. Rooftop roaming if you want to get away from the crowds. But when I really want a little me time, I just lock myself up in my apartment and blast Borealis's latest mix. The neighbors hate it, but for me, it's as therapeutic as it gets. Oh heavens, no. I don't risk my life for anything except my signed Borealis music collection. Yukos tried to get me to be a technician, but that's a whole different pressure. Mistakes on that team affect Ryujin's bottom line. Or worse, put a field op's life at risk. Hard pass. I just had my 6-year anniversary. If anyone told me I'd be holding a job that long when I first got here, I would have laughed in their face. I had all the dreams of leading that neon party life, but I learned pretty early on I'm a creature of safety and comfort. Now, I live vicariously through everyone here. All the drama, none of the risk. New Atlantis, believe it or not, home to the UC and more restrictions than you can count. Yeah, obviously not for me. I ran away to Neon as soon as I had the creds to hitch a ride. Don't do me any favors. Nice chat, though. Whoever said, no news is good news, didn't work an office job. Well, besides brightening everyone's day with my presence, I mostly support the management staff. Setting meetings, travel arrangements, and then a slew of menial tasks that no one else wants to do. Credits, collections for birthdays, HR policy reminders, you know, all that fun stuff.
Can I help you?
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done? Excellent. I'll let Ularu know that we can start moving forward with our negotiations. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills. Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands. We just need some easy access to competitor security. Sometimes obtaining a legitimate form of access is preferred over brute forcing it. A security chief isn't going to give the time of day to just anybody. A nice suit should do the trick. Or, who knows, some operatives are known to have a security guard uniform or two in their closet they can rely on. Just be careful. Getting caught could mean a mess, and cleanup isn't cheap. Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out. Once we get that keycard, that research is as good as ours. I won't tell Yuko you're challenging her team's abilities. Of course they could, but this is for a high-stakes, high-reward job we're looking at here. Any hint of a security breach and our target goes on lockdown. The keycard will guarantee nothing appears out of place. That depends on your skill set. My recommendation is to either be quick with your hands or look the part. A security chief isn't going to give the time of day to just anybody. A nice suit should do the trick. Or, who knows, some operatives are known to have a security guard uniform or two in their closet they can rely on. Clothing stores, of course. I recommend visiting Aito in the lobby or the Emporium. I'm sure you can find something for a decent price. The obvious answer? Very carefully. I've found one or two in a locker or taken one off someone who no longer needed it, if you know what I mean. And hopefully put to good use.
People joke, say those Maroon zealots worship. Let me tell you.
Sophistication and space. The perfect marriage.
Morning, noon, or night.
Sorry. Gilbert, were your credits working for you?
Like the crimp.
So you're telling me I have to take my entire load of alcohol back to New Atlantis?
That's right. Every damn crate.
All right, let's cut the crap. This is because I refused to pay Bayou's ridiculous tariff on my goods, right?
I don't make the rules, lady. Just take your junk, load it back on your ship, and get the hell out of here.
If I don't deliver these goods, I'm going to lose thousands on this job.
Not my problem. Better get moving. I suggest you refrain from interfering with Neon security matters. Nothing to see here. Move along.
You sure you belong here? I've got my eye on you. No loitering. Now move it.
I'm not gonna say this twice. Get the hell away from me.
I've got my eye on you. Shouldn't you be at your post? There a problem to report? Time to get back to work then.
Move along.
Welcome, off-worlder, to the Hotel Bola.
Here at Reliant Medical, we forgot you both.
What is it?
Hey there. Got that key card for me? I think of security the same way too, but don't let Dalton know I said that. Overall, not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be better.